Ёбнули нашего! Попал в него! Ну и чё тут есть, что нет?
So, but he's like he's
playing from H4 at 3 and 4 2069.
so, but he's like he's training them.
Oh yeah, so right.
So
Back to my original point is that you are an above average player, but you're not god tier. You know, but you're just like a nice dude.
Yeah.
That like doesn't really have like enemies that everybody generally likes. So the cheaters are probably like, yeah, Jesse's cool. We're not gonna fuck with him. And I remember I've seen the kinds of conversations that they have.
Yeah.
You said earlier that there's a list. I mean, there
is.
There are, right? Like they have discords where these edgelord incels get together and plan who they're gonna fuck with, and there are people who are like protected and people who they specifically target. And yeah,
I'm like right in the center. Like I'm not good enough for them to care to stream snipe me. I'm not like a dick enough. I'm nice enough, and I'm not like famous enough. Because that's what they go for. They go for the players that are the best because they feel inferior to them. They go for people that are dicks because they feel like they're like Batman. I don't know. And they go for people that are famous because it's a big audience.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm bobbing and weaving my way through.
Hey man, it works.
It works, bro. It works. So, anyways, okay. So all that to say, we got a new event in the Tarkov sphere. And it's a really interesting one. I kind of don't hate it. Okay, so here's the quest. Here's the event. There's a new quest from Therapist, and the quest is you have to turn in every colored keycard, every labs keycard. Turn it in. That seems impossible. There's new barters.
Do they have to be found in raid?
No. There's new barters from Mechanic, level 1 Mechanic, for each card. All of those barters are just for different amounts of tank batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Tank batteries.
I picked up like 2 tank batteries ever in history.
Yeah. Tank batteries are spawning 100% on customs. 3 different tank batteries per raid. 1 in dorms, 1 in New Gas, and 1 in Fortress.
So far, this event seems kind of cool.
Each tank battery is guarded by a group of raiders. So, the event is... the event is play customs, kill the raiders, get the tank batteries, extract with them, port them, barter them for the colored key cards, complete the quest. So, it's interesting. It seems like a lot to follow, you know what I mean? But it's... I think I like this event for a few reasons. Now, it's not a perfect event. Here's the downside. It is hard to extract with a tank battery, or 2, or 3, because of how heavy they are. And mules and Abdoblos 2s are, 2 to 300,000 rubles on the flea market. And you need, so assuming you had no keycards and you wanted to do this event and barter for them all, like you can buy the keycards off the flea market, but like red is 40 million rubles. Assuming you didn't have 40 million rubles and you didn't have any keycards and you wanted to participate in the event and you wanted to complete the task, I think you need 40 tank batteries to barter for them all. Because it's like...
Can you still put them in Epsilon containers?
No. They changed
that. Is that new?
Yes. As of this event, I think.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. So, that's the only thing where I think it would have been sick if they have the weight of the tank batteries for this event, because it ends up being a fun event for me, because I can afford 400,000 ruble stims every raid. I get a tank battery, I hit the mule, I maybe go try and get a second one, because I can run forever now, because I hit the mule and the SJ6 and the Trimadol. Like, I can afford 700,000 rubles worth of stims. So if they were lighter and it was... Yeah, and I have max strength, yeah. So if they were lighter and, like, easier to get out with 1, like, it should be relatively easy to get out with 1 and then hard to get out with, like, multiple. But the reward is that you get multiple, right? So that's the only thing I would say, like, oh, maybe this event, you know, like, they could change that. But conceptually, I think it's cool. I think it's just like a cool kind of train of thought where, like, there's a thing that I need to turn in for a quest, and I know where that thing is spawning because of this event, and that thing is being guarded by raiders. Like, that was kind of what we thought. Remember when they added raiders to labs, and they were like, eventually they're gonna like roam in packs in other places, and that's kind of what we thought. It was like, oh, it'd be cool if there was like a resource we need, and the raiders were like transporting the resource. Like, we had all kind of theory crafted that way back in like 2017, 2018 when they added labs, and we thought that would be cool. And this is kind of it, right? Like, there's 3 different groups of raiders. They're protecting an item. You need that item. You turn it in. You can get something really expensive. And then the other side of it is, you don't, like, this is an achievement quest. The reward for the quest, there's no XP, there's no money. You get, like, some of the fancy DSF flares, the ones, like the green flare you shoot up that makes all the scavs friendly to you.
Oh,
you get, like, 5 of those, and you get unlock a barter for that flare, but you get an achievement. So this is basically an event where if you want to participate, you get an achievement, and that achievement stays on your account forever. So that's the flip side of it too, where it's an event where if you think it's kind of toxic and you're like, I don't really want to farm tank batteries, you don't have to. You're not missing anything. You're not like, oh, this unlocks the spear, and everybody wants the spear, and you're like, God, now I have to do this stupid thing. Like, but so I think it's pretty cool. And one of the things that I've been liking about it is that it splits up the contested areas on the map. So normally when they do events like this, it's like the all boss event on Shoreline. All the bosses were at Resort. So everybody on the server only goes one place, which is Resort.
Yep.
But because there's one of these at Newgas, there's one of them at Dorms, there's one of them at Fortress, it does 2 things. One, all of the initial fights aren't with the whole server. It's just with the other guys kind of close to you. So it doesn't feel like 4th party, 5th party, 6th party.
Yeah.
And it removes or greatly reduces right by the resort. You just win. You just get to go up and kill the bosses, turn around, kill the players that come up to you, and it's GG's. If you spawned at the pier on Shoreline, you're like, should I just grenade myself and reset? You know what I mean? So it splits the attention. It makes spawns feel much better. And if you want to go Giga Chad mode and like try and get all 3 and take every PvP fight on the map, you can. But a lot of people that play more casually are able to like spawn in, push Fortress. If they win that fight, they just grab the battery and leave. So they get to progress through the quest. They don't have to fight everyone on the server. And so in that sense, I feel like it actually is a pretty fun event. I just feel like, I guess my metric for fun in an event is how many people I hope enjoy it. And most events are like, the people that play 6,000 hours a month enjoy them, and everybody else doesn't. And this feels like an event that you can get enjoyment out of, even if you can't wipe a whole lobby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems like one of the least bad events that I can recall in recent memory, I guess.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool. And then also, even if you don't even want to do the event, like if you don't care about the achievement, it's also just like a moneymaker. Because you can also buy the tank batteries on the flea market. So like, tank batteries shot up in price to about 4 million rubles per, and they're down at about 2.5 million rubles right now. So it's like, you could just buy the cards in tournament if you want to. You could buy the batteries to barter for the cards if you wanted to. You could go get the batteries to barter for the cards, or you could just go get batteries and sell them for 3 mil a pop. And so that facet of it made even more people interested in the event, because the guy that's like, oh, I don't care about that achievement, would normally just be like, well, I'm not going to play customs then. But now they're like, I can get some, there's 3 million ruble items in every customs raid. Like, ooh, I might go try and get that. You know what I mean? So even more people are involved now, which feels good. Feels good. I was talking to
Sounds good.
Yeah, I was talking to chat the other day where I wish more events, like, what I ended up doing was I logged on, I saw the event, I spent 150 million rubles buying all the Labs key cards, and I just turned them in. And the reason was because, like, I don't want a quest. I didn't want the frustration of being like, oh, this is the last one I need for the red keycard barter, and I keep dying with it on me. You know what I mean? I was like, I'll just buy it and then try and farm my 150 million back via the batteries. And that way, if I die, it doesn't mean as much to me because, like, I already completed the quest. But that got me thinking about, I wish more events, potentially, and more quests. I like events like this, and I like a lot of the events they've done in the past. But I think it'd be also cool to have events where death doesn't gatekeep progress. That makes sense?
Yeah.
I think there should be quests where death gatekeeps progress. I think there should be events where death gatekeeps progress. But it seems like most of them do.